You had a reason for coming here, I assume.
So, the church is hiding something after all. A secret that must have something to do with the professor's true identity.
You're not afraid I'm gonna expose your true identity, are you?
I was born to an offshoot of House Regan.
I would never. Can't let lowlifes like you into Garrigmach. Nobody likes troublemakers. Trust me. I'd wager you haven't given too much thought to tomorrow either. Why are you here? Just spit it out and tell me something real.
Well, now that Detective Balthus is done with his little interrogation routine, welcome everyone to episode 8. We got some big paralogues coming up. A really difficult one here with Balthus and Hapi's. But I want to give a quick thank you to everyone out there in the community. Thank you for watching, and thank you for commenting. If you're part of the commenting community, I always love reading those comments, seeing what you all come up with, riffing on the jokes here. Anyway, here is Lysithea getting all the way up to Fortress Knight. Think of where she was at the start and where she is now. 17 strength. Unthinkable for a lot of our characters. Poor Ignatz couldn't quite tame the Wyvern. Here is Cyril trying to say, it's okay, I'm a mage. How could things go wrong? He has all of 5 res. What's wrong with that? Here is Constance trying on her new fancy pink armor. And what does that fancy armor get her? It gets her a lot of HP and defense. And she's more lucky, because who couldn't be lucky with personalized armor like that? Manuela here, also getting a class upgrade.
Well,
Not quite as exciting because it's monk, but she qualified through reason, I promise. Here we go.
Blood toll.
Oh no.
Damn.
Alright then.
Okay. That's enough of that.
Ugh, that was enough of that.
We got what we came for. With this, my sweet daughter will finally...
Yes, the young mistress will finally be safe again. Let's return home at once. But first, oh dear, it seems some thieves are causing trouble in town.
Thieves! Goddess, no! We must hold on to our treasure!
There's just one thing you need to remember, yeah? If you see anyone with something that looks like a hero's relic, grab it. You already know
So
this,
we need
but
to
if
hang
it
on to
gets
Lysithea.
real bad,
She has the
real
Lance of
quick,
Ruin.
you let them run wild with that thing.
Wait a second. How did a hero's relic end up being sold on the black market?
Ready
Well, no time to ask questions, despite what Balthus and his philosophy club might want. We gotta punch things.
Huh? It worked out.
Ignatz gets the first kill of the map. So we will have Balthus select a target a little more quickly here than in real life. Same thing with Wyleth with this siege weapon. Hapi actually has some armor on, so she might not die instantly. We'll reposition Marianne and get Leonie to get another kill here, taking out that armor unit. She might be able to kill that other one with her counterattacks when it comes to get her. Hilda can't get quite into danger range yet, so we'll leave her outside it. She borrowed Thyrsus from Claude, who is taking a break as he had to pay off Detective Balthus for his investigative services and is off making money somewhere to pay him back. We have Raphael as the lone fighter up here against these mages. He can use curved shot to stay out of range and poison strike them for extra dunk value. Here we see Marianne, immune to that Nosferatu, but not immune to arrows. The sewing club comes for us all. But can't punch through the armor and the iron shield. She even lands that 55 counterattack and gets the dodges just for style points. Can Leone get this kill? Yes, she can. That simplifies things and opens a little avenue to connect the two halves of the map, which is good. Lawrence gets a great dodge here. That's why we had him hide in the forest rather than engage some of the cavalry he was next to. Huge dodges coming in from Lysithea. Apparently that upgrade to the Fortress Knight class was everything for her. Counterattack from Raphael's mini bow means that those mages are not long for this world. Raph has to take more damage here, and looks like he doesn't get that counterattack, so that mage lives another day. Lysithea has proclaimed this rogue irrelevant and erased it from existence. Wyleth does not get the dodge against this sniper, but does get angry in retaliation, which is better. Okay, first things first, we can use Raphael to get rid of these mages so he can continue his descent to meet the rest of the party. Lysithea can just wander out here because she does not fear the reinforcements. She fears little, if anything, so we're going to make sure she has the killer axe equipped as she takes out that sniper so that she can more efficiently kill everything that comes at her.
Damn it, we've got to get there first.
Now here, we have a little bit of a tricky situation, but Speedy Death Machine Wyleth here makes it a little less complicated. Her defenses aren't great.
Someone's fired up.
She is fired up about death and killing and whatnot. It's something that runs in the eyes of her family. Balthus can put out a little bit of damage on the Balthus Lista here, enough to kill off that mage, and he can run in front of Wyleth since his defense is actually pretty good, at least for this squad that isn't named Lysithea. We miss with Hilda's siege weapon, which means we're in a little bit trouble over here with the Legion of Ladies over here. Marianne can continue to tank for a little bit, but those arrows could be a problem for her. Also an issue for Hilda, since she might just die. Leone can take care of the Brawler, which means Hilda is a little bit less dead, but I'm hoping she'll be able to take at least a couple of hits. Ignatz can get rid of this threat to himself and Lawrence. So Lawrence can try to clear out this center and help Raphael out. Coming for Hilda, she can counter with a Thunder, so... Alright, will that help her against the sniper? She is just fast enough to not get doubled, so she lives. We do have to be careful with how we move Marianne, since if she moves even one square north, that'll trigger the reinforcements from where she started. Lawrence will phase through reality to punch that guy in the face. Good counterattack there from Balthus, defending Wyleth and Hapi. Lysithea dodging a gambit here. Lysithea has the best record of anyone right now. Alright, what does she want to do? We just want to smash with the killer axe, I guess. We lose that coin flip, so this assassin here gets to live. And so we'll just need to be careful, or finish things off with Lawrence, since he can hide behind Lysithea. I think the assassin was the only one with pass in that group. He gets to level 20 for his efforts.
I am still far from my best.
Maybe, but that was a really good level, and curved shot will be really useful if we keep that bow equipped. Ignatz Okay, maybe Ignatz has the best record of anyone. He's killed 1 unit per turn. Leone can make short work of this sniper now that she has the opportunity.
That's all there is to know.
And we did keep 1 skill slot open for Leone so she could get that fiendish blow. Hilda's just going to heal for now. Wylith takes 2 arrows to finish this guy off. A little bit wasteful. Now, Balthus can return to the Balthus Lista and deal 6 damage. Must be so proud of himself. We'll do some repositioning and healing with everyone else. Another little mage, Hilda. She is, of course, defending that fire orb so the enemy doesn't take it over and start causing trouble. Raphael in a mage duel himself, though he is cheating as he has a bow that he brought. And, of course, he can bring his bow into melee, but he's going to actually use magic now to say that at some point in the fight he used it, and that technically qualifies. Raphael, you should be a lawyer. Now then, we can keep moving Lysithea. Lawrence will remember he has this bow so that he doesn't have to risk a counterattack from this unit, and wait for our buddy Ignatz to finish the job. There it goes.
I get things done.
Yes, you do, Ignatz. Don't we know it? Leone has swords. Who remembered that that is a thing? Great dodge there, so it doesn't heal back that 1 paltry hit point. Let's not use the siege weapon against something that is right next to us. Can you finish this, Hilda? Oh, you can. Let's get a guarantee with a little curve shot here. We get the crest activation for style points. And now we have enough confidence to move Marianne up and release these 2 brawlers and the cavalry unit. We literally already went somewhere, so you're a little behind on that one. Wylith, seeing that the combat prediction was that that would live, not content to have her enemies live, we'll just skip right to the critical here. Some levels coming down. It actually is, if you think about what stats matter.
Nice work.
And Balthus actually willing to admit that when someone right next to him is on a murder spree, you should say nice things about them. Okay, we get another hit with the Balthus Lista. We can reposition. And I don't know that Hapi is ready to let something actually attack her, but she can move up. Brawlers and cavalry coming out after the Lady Legion over on the left.
All this fighting is ruining our business.
What business were you running exactly as a priest?
Gotta pay the toll if you want to pass. The blood toll.
Classic line. That might be the one I've used the most out of this entire series. Oh, this is a lot.
They're fighting back. Don't let them get away.
This, that's a lot. And we have Wylith over here. We gotta free this little pod of units before we can really do a whole lot. We'll put Balthus there. He's a little more defensive. And we will have Wylith activate the ballista to try and get Raphael reunited with, I guess, Ignatz and Lawrence. We can have him use the bow to eliminate this bishop here. And he's going to be engaging some enemies, not really by choice. Hapi also will have to draw some fire. We will have Lawrence and Ignatz get ready over there. And, of course, the Lady Legion has some problems of their own. Let's have Hilda use our signature arson tactics. And that should keep them in place. That brawler being in the forest isn't super helpful. Let's see if Leone can do anything about that. She can. But we want to get rid of the one that is further up. Never mind. We don't want to accomplish much of anything, it appears. Okay, Marianne. That tees you up to get this kill. You need some experience, right? Yeah, you do. So Leone must have done that on purpose. Thinking way ahead. Okay, units coming down after the Legion of Ladies led by Lysithea. Punches coming out from Lawrence. That is just a lot of stuff, and they are all coming in that direction. This reminds me of Conan Tower, but it is a little more intimidating, and we've only got 4 of our units ready. Okay, Marianne misses with the crest activation. Balthus holding on for now. That magic unit is really a problem. Raphael holding on for now. Who else is coming at him, if anything? Okay, Hapi manages to hit for no damage, but she can take a few more hits like that. Ooh, an archer coming after Raphael. That is really bad for him. Okay, poison strike dealt 0 damage. That'll teach him a lesson. Alright. Not really sure what we can do here, but Ignatz can continue his streak of 1 kill per turn. That means we can move Lawrence over and have him heal. Raphael will still be in a bit of a difficult situation. Lysithea will just move up without fear. Attack with that killer axe and get ready to counter anything and everything with it. Leone will finally take out the dude in the bushes. Hilda, run. Run away is the best advice I can give you. Here comes a Thoron to deal as much damage as we can. And then Marianne can step into the now unoccupied bushes. Go for this kill. She lands the 92. It was helpful in that Leone and Hilda get to live now. Okay, we want to try and free Raphael. Make sure he doesn't die, so Wylith accomplishes her part of the bargain. Raphael, now you must help yourself. Your sword can't get there, but you can light him up 90% of the time. It works every time.
Sorry, don't know my own strength.
That's irrelevant to Bolganon, but I guess I get what you were going for. Balthus, you gotta take this out, or Hapi is in some trouble. Tempest Lance on the Killer Lance is unfortunate in how many weapon charges it takes, but it gets the kill, and it gets us to level 20.
Well, that blood and sweat was worth it.
I dispute that a little bit, but we can talk about that in Philosophy Club, I guess. Okay, Lysithea, it's all up to you to resist all these attacks. So far, so good. Coming after Marianne, she can tank it, and she gets the kill even. Okay, more coming in at Lysithea. 0 gets a counter, gets a dodge. Okay, there's only so much more that can happen to her, right? Okay, she can take this one out.
This is what I do.
Don't waste it.
Okay, this might be an issue. This will reduce her defense. How many more attacks are coming in, I guess, is the question. Oh, boy. Uh-oh. There's crack forming in the armor here. Okay. Okay. We kill them, they only get 1 attack. Okay, 2 more. You can do this, Lysithea. Oh, can't quite do it. Can't quite do it. Alright, almost. How are things going to work out with everyone else? Looks like Hapi is fine. Okay, looks like everyone else ended up being fine, so let's back up a little bit. We'll need to reposition the Lady Legion so that Lysithea isn't so exposed to everything. Because if she gets hit by that gambit, it just doesn't go great. So we'll back up to here. We'll have Leone end up doing the same thing.
That takes care of that.
Honey,
But we'll have Marianne
I could use
stay
a break.
there for a second to provide a little bit of support for Hilda's Thoron. So that lands the hit. Marianne can back up to the same spot and smash away, get that
I
kill.
guess it worked out.
Now we'll need Lysithea to
Leave it to
back
me.
up a bit. We'll put her
Stay
there,
focused.
and then we'll have Wyleth, Balthus, and Hapi do their stuff to end the turn.
Sure, pal.
So here comes that Tempest Lance, Killer Lance from Balthus.
You're stronger than I look, yeah?
Get the same level. Any new commentary on it?
Stronger the better.
Ah, yes. Now you have your wry little commentary on the fact
Yep.
that you didn't gain any strength. I appreciate the candor you bring to these situations, Balthus.
If you say so.
Now Raphael knows that he has to light up. What? Excuse me? After all that, that's what happens? Okay. Well, we'll see if this gambit played out over here as well as it could have. Okay, looks like Lysithea's new positioning is going to work out very well, though now we have the deluge of enemies coming toward the Ignatz Lawrence position. And of course, Raphael's down. Brawler's running every which way. We gotta back up to save Raphael. It's a 90%. That's ridiculous. Okay. Looks like Vantage isn't active yet, so this Steel Bow Curve Shot gets up to 100. Alright, let's see that enemy phase again. Good dodge there, Marianne. Can't win them all. Let's see. I don't know that anything is going to play out all that differently on the enemy turn, since Raphael used that same roll he was going to get, just not 100%. I think all this stuff is going to be the same? I'm not sure. Hapi doesn't get a hit here. That wasn't really the point anyway. It's a good thing the enemies can't get through that forest all that
Ready
fast.
anytime.
Ignatz, run. If we're going to have anyone
That helps.
out to try and take a hit, we'll leave Lawrence there. We've got to deal with this mage now. Here comes a curve shot with the crest activation from Balthus so that he doesn't keep his personal skill boost. Good synergy there. Okay, Wyleth can come into melee with her bow,
Should I
which
have held
is how
back?
that works, right? And that gets rid of that problem. Raphael desperately needs to take a swig of whatever he was carrying around with him. And Hapi,
Let's get to it.
you have some things to worry about, so we'll move her up. Now we'll go over to the Laden Legion with Lysithea, Leone,
Another
and
one
the
down.
lot.
Honey,
Leone can take out that one. Marianne can move up to take out this one with the incredible
Should've
force
stayed
of her
away.
character here.
you're relentless.
Lysithea is telling you that. You know it's true. Hilda now can take this out with a Nosferatu, hopefully. There she
You
goes.
lost to me?
Believe me,
Leave it
we're
to
as
me.
surprised as you. Alright, Lysithea. You have to make sure you get in a position to intercept some of the enemies that are coming that way, because I don't think we can handle all of them at once. And mages! That might pose an issue for Lysithea. So we'll have to figure out a solution to that as well. Lawrence gets some counterattack in. And now the enemies are scattering a little bit. Lysithea draws one out, takes damage, but finishes it off in one hit. Okay, we might be doing all right now. Hapi even gets some damage in. I don't know that she's going to get a kill on this map, but she sure tried to contribute. Okay, we can start moving Wylith on up. Looks like the curved shot with the silver bow will just get rid of this problem.
As expected.
And Balthus can take over the Balthus-Lista for a moment. Ooh, more physical attack. And now we can abandon this position since we have to get as many units as possible involved in combat with just the fire hose of enemies coming our way. We'll keep Raphael right there, concoction him up for the rest of the way. Ignatz go for a fading blow to take this to one. Great dodge there. And now Hapi, with the impregnable wall buff, can take that out for the 1 damage. Lysithea, keep on moving up. I think she has enough HP to deal with the magic attacks that will be coming her way. Gets rid of this cavalry so that our mages are a little bit safer. Leone, I think, can handle the incoming attacks if we equip her with Nosferatu.
I call that a win.
Well, it literally was because your opponent's dead. We can move Marianne up here now, and we'll heal Hilda up a little bit. Good hit there, Lysithea. Keep them coming. So she did not take the Mercedes and Dedu route of being completely immune to every form of attack. Lysithea can actually be harmed by magic like you'd expect an armor unit to. So that'll play very differently than how I somehow got used to. Good hit there from Hapi. Oh, good. Good battalion level. Great.
Gotta use your head sometimes.
Well, looks like the AI has leaned into the eye part and used a gambit, but it was after everyone else had moved. So that just means Lysithea is a little weaker on offense, but we have a solution for that as well. So Leone can just walk in and use Restore. Alright, we are back to the Ballista. So much so that we even have to have Wylith run back. This is kind of a real pickle that we have the left squad in, since they were not interested in attacking the Ignatz Lawrence position. So we can have Raphael just move on in. That'll simplify things for Lawrence here, who has exactly enough DPS to finish the job.
Magnificent.
And now we can move up and rally as appropriate. Let's see. Gotta help Lysithea out a little bit.
Is this okay?
So if Marianne sets this off, that brawler won't be able to hurt her. Hilda is in some trouble, so we gotta have her run away, equip Nosferatu, try to draw some attention here. We'll just have Lysithea move and heal up, and I think this formation will work out. Marianne can tank this damage all right. Lysithea has a little bit of an HP pool to spare against that magic. Attack coming in, Hilda finishes it off, goes up to 12. I think that was the only threat coming at her. Great dodge there from Leone as she counters with Nosferatu.
This is our chance.
Okay, Gambit coming in does hit Lysithea, and in our little formation that also hits Leone. That is not ideal. Hapi takes another hit. Very useful, just as a warm body that doesn't die immediately to everything. Marianne doesn't manage to get the counter kill, but doesn't take any damage. Okay. Now, let's see. Can we get out of this? Yes, Ignatz can take us out of a whole lot of sticky situations involving nerds we gotta punch. Raphael, get us started with this curve shot. And the poison strike takes it down to kill range by Lawrence. Single punch finishes things up.
Leave it to me.
Okay, Lysithea, I'm not sure we can leave it to you, but we win the sub coin flip, and there it goes.
I won.
I don't know that that's an of course situation, but you do you. Ballista shot from Wyleth does a pretty significant amount of damage. We will have Balthus start running forward, and we can have Hapi move on up. Maybe this will be her time to get a kill. Let's move Hilda over here to heal up. And Leonie can still attack. Let's hope that these Nosferatus are enough to keep her in the game.
You better be careful.
Marianne. We really want this thing to go away. So let's smash away with the whack-a-mole mallet, and we whacked that mole. Was it enough? Hapi misses, so that guy's still alive, but I don't think anyone else can get Hapi, so that's good. Lysithea going down to 6. 6 more than the 1 that you need.
I call that a win.
So Leonie's still in, and now the moment of truth. Punch, punch, okay. We got 1 dodge. Good. Okay, everything worked out precisely as we needed it to. So now we can keep right squad moving on in, so that everyone will be united to take on Baron Ox and his attendants.
Appreciated.
Who, me?
Hilda, come back. We need your help. See if you can land this 65% thunder. You can. Now, how can we finish things off? We have this mage still that we got to deal with. Looks like Lysithea can just slice on through 100%. And the Leonie can attack without getting countered. It looks like she can get a kill here. There she goes.
That's care of that.
Melts it down. And now we just have a lot of repositioning and healing to do before we start the encounter that turns Baron Ox into a bird for some reason. Okay. Who do we want to actually draw him out is a good question. We will position such that Leonie is the one to invite out the first attack. We'll rally her up a little bit so that she's ready to deal max damage.
Planning is key.
Oh. Well, they circumvented my setup. And blew us up. That is our job. That is our thing, definitively. I am quite offended at this juncture. So we'll move Wyleth in to teach them a lesson about copyright infringement. Okay, we get cut open almost, but we're not carrying any beans, and they will learn that very well.
Truly an improvement?
That one isn't. No, it is not. Alright, Raphael, clean him up.
You do. I will have no choice but to unleash this power upon you.
Easy there, buddy. Danger-wise, that thing's on par with the hero's relic. If you don't have a crest, you'll turn into a hideous monster.
You can't scare me. No price is
Kidnapped
too high to
daughters?
save
Who
my
said
precious
kidnapped?
daughter.
You got no idea what really happened, right, Ignatz? And I bet Lawrence doesn't know either.
I harbor no ill will. All I ask for is forgiveness. For the sake of my house.
I'll back you up.
Raphael does not forgive, and he does not forget. So there he goes, cleaning it on up, getting to level 21. Huh. Yeah. Poison Strike even works on gambits. That's a funny little detail. Marianne, we gotta deal with the attendant, so slice away with the steel axe. We'll have Leone restore everyone. And I think we'll let Baron Ox just trigger his own demise on his turn so that the bird doesn't get to attack. Marianne's counter gets her to level 20.
I wonder how much more I can
You should show your face with a level like that. You didn't get any strength, but you're going to be a Fortress Knight soon and get to 17 anyway. So that's quite the noise.
Yikes. You weren't kidding about the hideous monster thing. Is that what you were looking for, B?
That's it, all right.
Alright. Well, Wyleth the Archer is right here, but she's more interested in blowing things up. Whether they're in the sky, on the ground, in the forest, or in the air, Wyleth does not care. And now we just need to take out these barriers.
That horrible sound. Can't stand it. I'm sorry we let this happen. I'm here to help. Don't wait up for me.
And she can just have her heavily armored troops run up into the air to hit a bird. So that's why she's always effective on monsters, I guess. She can make that kind of thing happen. Hilda just poke down that barrier with a Nosferatu, gain 1 health, and not get to level 20 very conspicuously. Marianne can smash on through here, and she's going to apologize for her overkill, but we never apologize for things like that around here, Marianne. Raphael, ooh! Look at that fancy triple-digit number. Okay, we might be able to just kill it this turn. Ignatz punches on through for a significant amount of damage.
That helps.
Heal up Lysithea. And who do we got left? We have Lawrence, who can punch on in. Didn't land a crit, so he doesn't get to claim that glory. We have Lysithea left. She is holding this short axe, and she deserves it after her performance on this map. Let's see. She's the MVP, right? She's gotta be. Leone! Okay. Here we go with the Shamir Alois paralogue. We're doing it a little early. Alois isn't in the squad yet, but we can't just sit around waiting for Santa Alois to come and leave reason under the tree.
We are the great navy of Elmira. Resist, and we'll burn this town to the ground.
Burn to the ground? That's our job. Who do you think you are?
The Elmira Navy. This is going to be tougher than I expected.
Oh, that's who they think they are.
Huh? Sure, those look like Almiran ships, but I guarantee you they're just common pirates.
Well, that settles
They're
that.
obviously bluffing, but it seems to be working on the merchants. Shall we?
It's the knights! Please, save us! We'll reward you handsomely! It would be a disaster if they attacked our shops. Please, don't let them into town.
We've got you. Leave it to the Knights of Seiros.
Well, you're the only knight here. Well, I guess Shamir is, but we're going to make sure that we run a literal child to the front line and then have you run away as soon as we can. Let's see here. We'll start off with 23 damage. We missed the crit, so it's not hilarious.
Ready and able.
And we'll have Alois run away to make sure that nobody swings a weapon that they are good with. Balthus, let's just have him rally up Lysithea and run away here since his defenses just aren't that good. We'll do some repositioning in the center. We'll leave Shamir and Raphael in the middle to defend against the wyverns that will inevitably fly in. Here is Lawrence with the shiny new Vajra Mushti ready to cause trouble. Leone here will burn things to the ground, as the enemy said. And now we have Ignatz, reliable damage dealer, forgot what square he was supposed to go to. He has to dodge an attack. Of course he doesn't, but he still gets the kill on that third punch. Some reinforcements coming out from the opponent. Looks like these reinforcements have battalions equipped. That could pose a challenge for the intended strategy I have here of just blocking off both of these bridges and letting them die on the enemy phase. Hilda is here to support Lysithea, holding the Thunderbrand, and her level looks pretty good for her given class. Counterattack there from Wylith, helping to prevent a surround on Lysithea. Lysithea will take some poison strike damage. If she takes too much, we have Hilda there equipped to do some healing. The Thunderbrand is mostly cosmetic at this point. Now it looks like Lysithea is frozen. Don't know how much that will actually matter, since she can't move around all that much as a Fortress Knight anyway. Claude is back with the Thyrsus to help us out, eliminate the enemy north of Wylith, just to make sure all of these enemies go down before they can run into the city, cause any trouble. We'll have Raphael abandon his post a little bit before running back to the north to watch for wyverns. Wylith looks like she can use the power of the pointy stick that was passed down to her to get rid of an enemy here with the double. Flayn will learn a little bit of a lesson after watching somebody die from a stick being inside of them. Balthus, we got a curved shot to make sure we get the kill here. We had a 1% chance to get a crit. That is very, very relevant. I'm glad that increased. Lysithea. Let's see. We want to make sure this hits, so we'll just smash away with the steel axe and not get to level 21, because Lysithea doesn't need it. Defending himself is not exactly Ignatz's strong suit, but if Leone gets even more speed, she is fast enough to double these flying units, so she can take that one out. And now Lawrence just needs to run out of the line of fire. Oh, that one's still coming after Ignatz. Let's hope it works out, I guess. Oh, it went after Leone. It did work out. So now we'll do some repositioning to draw out the next wave of units. We are preparing Lysithea to board the ship. And Wylith is going to take point on this bridge and use her fancy Sylvain battalion, personally gifted to her by Sylvain. I did! To get some avoid and block that bridge. Good kill there by Ignatz, hucking his hand axe. Going to heal him up a little bit, use all those H words. And now Lawrence is going to wait a little bit before drawing out the next wave up on the north. That little team of Leone, Ignatz, and Lawrence is going to be the one that probably kills that captain. Here is Wylith doing exactly what we intended her to do. This might throw a little wrench in our plan if she gets hit, which of course she does, since the 30% is basically 100 for the enemy. There's the wyvern that we have Raphael and Shamir watching out for. Though, if you'd guess which of those had the bow, you might be wrong for the uninitiated. Claude has to come in here and help out a little bit. Looks like he has the speed to double the axe user, but we just need the accuracy on this assassin.
It's not luck, it's fate.
So that one goes down, opens up the bridge. If we can spare Lysithea's attacks, looks like we won't be able to. Balthus has more strength than before, but not quite enough to be one-shotting these warriors. Let's keep him there for linked attacks, and we'll move Lysithea up here. Just a simple smash will make this go away, and make it go away really hard.
It's over.
That gets Lysithea to level 21. Let's see what we get. More strength, accuracy, luck, and charm. Can't
Someone's fired up.
really try much harder than that, and Balthus agrees. Now then, looks like we have pass on the enemy right next to Wylith, so they're going to ignore her and just come on in. I don't think Wylith could really do anything about that, but I think everyone is strong enough to not just get killed by this random thief. Yeah, Claude's speed comes in to save him here.
Now!
Will they nail a second 30% in a row? No. That gives Wylith some flexibility as to who she fires at.
Smash up the houses and trash the shops. Swipe anything that's not nailed down.
That sounds like the motto of Trilith
If they
from
attack
last
the
season.
town, we won't even be able to pay the knights their reward.
It's not attacking anything, though. We know that, right? Like, you can see it. Great dodge there from Lawrence.
That's not good. The pirates have got into town. We have to beat them quick.
Okay, that we can do. Let's move Raphael up here. Looks like a simple shot of the steel bow will do the trick, and we miss an 82%. Shamir can't do anything about it, so we're just going to pretend that Raphael did this the first time.
All right.
There we
What's
go.
Next?
I stand ready.
Now then, Lawrence. Not even the Vajramushti can take this down in one hit, so just punch it with the Iron Gauntlets. Then we'll move in Ignatz to try and clean up your mess. Does he have the firepower to do it? No, he does not. And Lawrence, in his genius, just activated the advantage on that guy. Good.
Thank you.
Well, I don't think we're going to get doubled by him, so we should be okay. Now, Lysithea will finally board the ship here. Go in for a risk-free steel axe smash on this assassin.
It's your call.
And, Claude, you need a little bit of health. You need to deal a little bit of damage. We'll just have you Nosferatu. You get both little bits done at the same time. Then we can go in with a Tempest Lance on Balthus.
You're fresh out of luck.
And it goes down. Get a little bit of a boost on that battalion, and then we need to run Balthus back. He can go right here, and he'll be in a safe spot. Wylith. Oh, just delete this one that has the battalion on it.
Should I have held
Simple.
back?
Now we'll reposition, make sure that Alois is guarding that heal tile, and by guard I mean stand on it and not attack. Great dodge and counter there from Wylith. And a 35. Will this one hit? No, it will not. So Wylith is good, but she is trapped between two units anyway. Attacks from the assassin just get himself killed. You do not mess with Lysithea. Okay, that didn't work. There goes an attack. So this unit will live to see another day. We didn't get the crit off that killer axe. Warrior is blocked by the Brawler that can't deal any damage. Lawrence does some dancing, despite not being selected as the dancer.
Ready and willing.
Now Claude will try to clear the way for Lysithea to move forward precisely one square.
But victory is mine.
That's Claude's contribution. Alright, Balthus, fire away with the mini bow. We somehow didn't land that 1% crit. So we'll just have Balthus run on back. Wylith, can you help get rid of this issue? You can take it down to 2, so Claude will be able to kill it on the counterattack. Move Lysithea up. Ooh, this one can actually crack through the armor. So let's see what a smash with the steel axe will do. Not quite kill it. Lysithea's going to take some damage. That could be a problem on her turn, so let's hope that it doesn't go absolutely crazy and get a crit or anything like that. Ignatz coming in, getting a lot of damage done on this Brawler, winning the title of most dominant Brawler, and Lawrence is going to provide some covering fire to finish the job. Now, Leonie is going to remember that we have someone ready to shoot us in the back of the head, so we're going to take this wooden sword, just beat him to death with it. position to get Raphael ready to intercept that precise wyvern. Wylith in pretty bad shape. 2 XP from the next level on her, tantalizing. Level 12 on Flame
experience beats
is pretty useless. That charm at least will stick around from class bases as she goes up. Oh! Hitting Balthus with the gambit is pretty spicy, but doesn't get them within the city limits. And Balthus can probably deal 2 even in the rattled state. Okay, Lysithea is going to take poison strike damage despite learning how to jump in the armor.
Let's think carefully.
And the warrior has determined that it was not worth the risk to go for a regular attack, so he's going to just rattle up Lysithea in a desperate bid to keep his life. Hilda will undo whatever damage she's taken. Balthus, just go in with your standard issue pointy stick and stay precisely where you are. Oh, Claude can actually blow this problem straight off the ship into the sea. And now Lysithea can use her short axe to still get in an attack this turn and have counters available when people approach her. Good. Now, we want Lawrence and Ignatz to keep up the approach. So we'll have Lawrence provide his covering fire first, heal up Ignatz, and then have Ignatz do what he does best, which is win these brawl battles.
Who knew?
1 and 2, and he is done. We will have Wylith heal herself a little bit. Raphael and Shamir are ready. Wylith down to 14, but she gets to level 23.
We must all do our part.
Which raises her strength and dexterity and resistance to magic damage, which, coincidentally, these attacks are not. But it looks like we're just going to repeat this pattern of having to dodge a gambit every now and again. The only effective form of attack on Lysithea coming in. Once again, a completely ineffectual dodge that does not matter. Okay, we get in for 25, which leaves this pirate with 2 HP. So looks like we got another kill for Claude, potentially. More poison strikes coming in, but this steel bow is actually cracking through Mecha-Lysithea's armor.
The town is under attack. We have to move quickly.
You don't. You're literally standing right next to the threat you're talking about. So Raphael literally has to move away from it so that he can do the same steel bow trick that kills it in one shot. Okay. We want to keep moving forward here. Pretty soon, Lawrence, Ignatz, and Leone will be able to access the ship captain here and end the mission. So we will just defense up and rally Lawrence while he has the Vajramushti. And we'll see what he can accomplish. Now, Balthus is going to get some Gambit-based revenge on these units. That'll free up Wylith to move as she pleases, since Assembly will draw this back. And then Balthus can run away. Wylith needs some HP. Or at least just a little breathing room, so we're just going to have her kill this pirate. And then Claude can move back and heal her up all the way. Lysithea is in no need of anyone's help. She and Hilda are their own women.
I just worked harder.
And she's going to continue taking all of these attacks and dishing out the damage. Assassin coming at her does not matter. It takes 28. Lysithea takes 0. Look at the scoreboard. Okay. Poison strike, whatever. Brawler coming at Leone. Gets burnt. Wyvern coming at Lawrence. Misses one, gets the other, but gets a solid punch. Other one coming at Lawrence. gets both of its attacks in, but Lawrence is fine. He has resisted 4 attacks from Wyverns, 3 that actually hit.
Perfect comprehension.
Lysithea perfectly comprehends Pavis.
Stay focused.
I don't even know how we're supposed to say that word, but I guess Lysithea knows. Shot
Each
here
battle,
out of Wylet
chance to grow.
gets her 1 XP. Worth it. Balthus, you have another gambit left. May as well use it to finish this unit off. Or make it potentially possible to finish it off. Make it at least not a threat if we don't end the mission this turn.
No time like the
Here
present.
comes the gambit out of Claude. So that'll get him a kill,
underestimate
some
an outsider.
experience, and let Lysithea move on up and potentially get another kill. So she has her pick of who she wants to kill. The sniper has been hurting her, so
is what I
she
do.
will get revenge. And now we got to deal with these wyverns before we can challenge the captain. So
This should work.
we'll set off a bomb on their ship.
I actually
Who are
won.
we if we're using those kind of tactics? Leone can just move up here to heal Lawrence, make things a little safer.
Stand ready.
We have that brawler back here. Now that the wyvern got blown up, we don't have to kill it right away. We'll get rid of the brawler at the back with Lawrence. And now we should all be relatively safe. Here comes another wyvern for Raphael to worry about. Oh! Captain does not know who they're messing with. Leone was the apprentice to the only captain she recognizes, and she's just going to keep getting faster.
Ugh, what a pain that guy was. If you're going to pose as an Almiran, at least fight like one.
You might want to keep that in mind yourself,
Well,
Claude.
that's over with. They were a lot more trouble than I expected.
Thank you
You
so
were
much.
facing the opposite way
Here's
this
your
whole
reward.
time.
Please take it.
And we get a big pile of money and a seraph robe. Okay, HP, I'll take it. Meh. That concludes this week's episode of Failure Emblem. Thanks so much for watching. Please consider subscribing to the channel so you don't miss the next installment. Please let me know how you're feeling about this episode or anything else in the comments, and I'll happily read it and potentially respond.